Sadly, that's the first meal that I haven't finished while in Indonesia. I just can't. It's just wrong. As call to prayer rings out in downtown Nagara, Jembrana, Regency, Bali, I've just checked into Ratu Hotel. It's not sexy, but it's central. And to be honest, I'm not going to be spending that much time here, just using it as a hub with a bed. Ratu, by the way, translates to Queen, so it's the Queen's Hotel. My little room is a wooden joglo, and actually, it's kind of cute. It's a fairly outrageous bedspread. It's got the basics. I need a workspace, check. I need AC, check. Currently set to a ridiculous 16 degrees Celsius. There's a TV, not that I'm gonna watch it. There's a kettle, surprisingly no tea or coffee, although I do have some of my own. And I have had a request from a subscriber to show bathrooms. It's not something that I usually show, but the main thing that they wanted to know was, is it a Western style toilet or is it a squat toilet? It's a Western style toilet. And outside here, there's a nice little outdoors area. Loving the wood, loving the wood. This modest little joglo is also priced modestly at 220,000 rupiah, which at the current Aussie exchange rate is probably $19 something, so I've got no complaints about that. We're going for a walk. Having been in Nagara for a while now, let me give you some of my impressions of this place. It is a gritty city. And by gritty, I don't necessarily mean dirty. I mean, it is very real. Everything here is for a purpose. Everything here works, but it ain't necessarily pretty. This is not a tourist town. Hello, anak-anak semuanya. I'm heading to the beach. I'll tell you why in a moment. A little bit more about Nagara. Nagara exists to serve two communities, three purposes. They are the agricultural community and industries, and also the fishing community and industries. So a lot of the produce from those two industries comes to town, then gets distributed to its ultimate destination, be that in Bali or transported to Java and further afield in Indonesia. Nothing better than starting a walk with an almighty crack of thunder. Whew. It is sunny, I gotta say, and I might have to do something about that in a moment. I am heading to the coast. I'm not heading directly to the coast because it's fairly rocky or part of the industrial parts of that whole agricultural industry, which I'm sure would have a whole lot of stuff going on, but not necessarily pretty stuff. I'm in the mood for something pretty. Whew, hat on. It's a must. Hey, nothing but smiley faces here. Another thing to note is, as I was coming further west on the bike, noticing fewer and fewer temples, more and more mosques. You can hear call to prayer ringing out right now. One way that manifests itself is there's a lot more beef on menus here. I haven't had beef in a bit. You get a little bit chickened and porked out. Tell you one thing that's cute, and I'm comfortable with it, getting a lot of attention as I'm walking through here, mainly in terms of shy little giggles behind hands. Maybe I look like an idiot, but I think it's just curiosity. This guy must be lost. And look, I might be a little bit, but that's cool. Oh, hello. News on the street is music at 6 p.m. It's just coming up 4 p.m. I don't know where I'm gonna be at 6 p.m. If I'm in the vicinity, I'll try. At a crossroads here. Do I keep going straight? Do I go that way? That is the direction of the beach, but a lot of those roads come to dead ends before they hit the beach. So I'm gonna keep on trucking this direction. If I don't get to the beach, I don't get to the beach. And there is a filthy, purple, bruised cloud over there that says, it doesn't matter where I go, if I'm not undercover, I'm gonna get wet. Right about now, I'm seeing a building like this and thinking that's the place to be, either if it buckets down or at least a place to get changed into my wet weather gear. This is actually an interesting little nook. Not sure if these buildings, which look quite grand, are occupied currently or if they've ever been. Open door up there. I am a bit of a sucker for abandoned buildings, but how do you know if they're abandoned? I guess you could just knock on the door. Certainly the path to the door is not maintained. Oh, actually, quite obviously, it isn't occupied. I know abandoned buildings aren't everybody's cup of tea, but we'll have a quick look, shall we? If we can fit in. Bit hard to tell if it was never completed or whether some of the fixtures and fittings have been pillaged. No, it doesn't look like it. Always good to check the structural integrity of a staircase before you go up it. Look, if nothing else, we might get a good view from up here. That rain's a-coming. We won't dwell here. Just something I'm always curious in, not so much the building itself, but what's the story? Why is it abandoned? Somebody's hopes and dreams and aspirations gone. Somebody's money, deposit, investment gone. All right, let's make a decision. Ooh, let me show you what this impending rain looks like now and hope that this camera's lens does the color of it justice. Now might be a good time to talk about the Info BMKG app, which is a warning app about impending weather events or natural disasters. One thing I use it for a lot is the radar. You can use GPS to find your location and have a look at what the rain's doing. All right, well at the moment it's skating around us, but the trend looks like it's sticking around. Look, at the end of the day, it's just water, right? Let's press on. Worst case scenario here, I'm just going to be having a lovely stroll through the rice fields. There's a lady here doing some pest control, getting rid of the birds, I think. Interestingly, she's been rattling, see that? She's rattling that pole there, and it's shaking that whole line in 2 directions with streamers. There's a bottle on the end of, bottle, tin, all sorts of things on the end of this, making a racket to scare things away. Well, the first specks of rain are here, and I may have found myself in the right place at the right time. I'll show you what I mean. At least a little bit of shelter for a moment. Thank you, little shelter. That seems to be the worst of it. So sorry, boo. I've just spotted this. I don't know what it is. It looks like bamboo, but it's also a tree. I don't really know what I'm looking at, but it's fenced in barbed wire. So whatever it is, I'd say it's a valuable crop or resource. If you happen to know, drop it in the comments, because I want to know. Conveniently, here's a man. Permisi, Pak. Apa nama ini?
Pinang.
Pinang.
Yes.
Pinang. Pinang or pindang?
Yeah.
Pinang. Okay. Makasih. Pinang. Google it. I'm gonna. The light right now is crazy. You've got the dark sky, but the sun coming in. So the ground is all lit up, but the sky is dark. It's crazy. And there is a rainbow ending at a house over there. We have live music, we have food. We don't have beer, but you can't have all 3 all of the time. They're doing covers, but they're doing Indonesian covers. They're trying to convince me to get up and sing with them, and they'll do something in English. Watch this space on that. It's a cool little local vibe here. It's mostly younger people. We've just had a birthday, as you saw, which was cute. The whole kitchen staff came out to sing happy birthday. There was a special song for it. The food here, I'm gonna try. Doesn't really look like my style. It's very, very, very processed, but it's super popular. It's a choose your own adventure, and I'm about to choose my own adventure now. I'm gonna get my new friend Hendra to film that for me. Hendra, come with me, we're choosing food. Okay, so talk me through this. We get one of these, bowl, yes. Then we get this, and we definitely want an egg. And we definitely want one of these. And look, against my better judgment, we're having some of these. Against my better judgment, we're having some of this crazy. Some of these. No. Well, yes, but not when there's crazy things. This looks crazy as well. We're having some of these. I have no idea what this is, but we're having some of that.
This is mushroom.
Oh, mushroom. Okay. We definitely get something healthy in there. And now, I've got to get that ridiculous thing. I gotta get some of. I have no idea. What is this?
This is
Squid.
squid. Okay.
And this?
It's the scallop.
Whoop, whoop. Scallop. And one more. Recommendasi.
Do you like this?
Cheese. I do like cheese.
Okay. This is for kids here.
This one.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So now I take this to the cashier,
Okay.
and then they take it to the kitchen, and then the kitchen brings it to me after they've cooked it. Thank you. Wow. That's a riot. Now, let's eat some of these colourful morsels. Look, I chose this one for nostalgic reasons. That looks like a footy frank to me. Affectionately sometimes known as a little boy. And is very much in the footy frank family. Then this alleged scallop, which bears no resemblance to an actual scallop apart from the fact it's a circle. So it is a scallop of what, I don't know. Some kind of damper. Now, for anyone not from Australia, I'm using a whole lot of Australian terms, but that was somehow bready. All right, this thing. The guy said, "Do you like cheese?" Let's see. Oh, that is hot. Let's cut that in half. That's what the autopsy looks like. It's like cheese spread. If you make mac and cheese at home and you get the can with the cheese in it, that's what it's like. It's very tasty. Makes no sense in an Indonesian noodle dish whatsoever, but it's tasty. Then there were a bunch of these colourful things that look like Fruit Loops. I have no idea what's going on there. Oh, mushrooms. Let's try the mushrooms. Mushrooms. Alright, they're good and they make sense. I can't remember what he said this was. Oh, squid. Some kind of squid flavoured ball. And then there were other colourful things from the Fruit Loops family, like this. And this. They're just plain weird. Not into that. This whole thing actually tastes a bit like a chemical factory, and by that I mean it could be the most highly processed meal I've ever had in my life. I might not even finish it. I wanted to try it for the experiment, but if there's a legal definition of food, I don't think this would pass. I'm going to eat the noodles. The sauce is, apart from spicy, it's quite thick in a added cornstarch kind of way. Bless them. Do I recommend, I'm having to look up here at the name, do I recommend Seblak Kaknor? No. But is it a new experience in a fun place? Sure. Sadly, that's the first meal that I haven't finished while in Indonesia. I just can't. It's just wrong. Nobody has asked me the name of my YouTube channel yet. I hope they don't. I don't want to offend anybody. I have, however, just spotted something. And honey, if you're watching, you're going to get a kick out of this. My wife and I once followed the Crispy Balls truck through the mountain roads of cinnamon for seemingly an hour, giggling like children because Crispy Balls.
Okay, please welcome Uncle
I need a
Ben.
microphone. Oh no, with you, but not. And I need to see the lyrics too. Check.
Awesome, your voice.
Awesome, oh yeah. You do the first verse, I'll do some harmonies, and then I'll do the second verse.
Try to fix you.
Terima kasih Negara.
Thank you so much, Uncle Ben. Thank you so much.
One more time.
One more time.
Go play again. Yellow. You know yellow?
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get the lyrics. All right. Look how they shine for you. For you, I bleed myself dry. Thanks, guys. That was good fun. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you. Well, that was a nice little local experience. Nothing outrageous. Some of that processed food was outrageous, but just chill, regular everyday life stuff. And that's kind of what Nagara's like. It's just a chill, everyday place. People talk about real Bali. This is real Bali. Just real people doing real life. Little pit stop in someone's driveway while I wait this rain out. And while I've been standing here, I've realized I am actually hungry because I didn't eat much of that food. So I will make my way back into town and then try and find something else. I'm out on the hunt for food. I've just spotted this place. People queuing, people waiting. I thought it was an indoor food court, but there's not individual businesses. It's all selling one thing. What they do here is noodles, but crazy spicy noodles. Spicy noodles on a scale of 1 to 8. And you know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm going for the 8. Bisa minta mie gacuan level 8 dan Teh Tarik.
Nanti mau sekalian dan keju atau udang rambutan?
Itu saja.
Dan pakai kue.
Oh, makan di sini. Look, before this food shows up, I just want to point out, this is not a extreme food challenge video. I genuinely like spicy food. My idea of spice that I like is I want to be challenged. I don't want to be distressed. I certainly don't want to be distraught. So we will take this as it comes. It may absolutely destroy me. I'm prepared for that. It's not the outcome I want. We will take it as it comes. I am ever so slightly scared, but in an anticipatory way. Bring it on. Let's have a look at what we're getting ourselves into here. There's definitely chili in there, and I can see that chili there. I'd be cheating if I didn't mix that in. And I've got myself a Teh Tarik, which is a milky and quite sweet tea, because I reckon I'm gonna need that milkiness to smooth things out. We're going in. Trick's gonna be to keep it away from the lips, I think, because that's where I often experience the most stress. The palate can handle it, but the lips, not so much. Instant heat. Good heat. This is so It's such a build-up. There's looks around the room. There are literally people watching the foreigner right now eating his number 8 noodles. So far, we're in the pleasantly hot department, but I don't want to make any bold predictions. 3 mouthfuls in, and all is well. Also comes with some nice crispy bits. They're good. Again, it's too soon to say anything, but I'm about to say something. At this point, I'm ever so slightly disappointed. Like I said, I didn't want to be distressed, but I did want to sort of be pushed to that limit. I have noticed. Let me verify that. I am kind of, I don't want to say the only grown-up in the place, but the only older person in the place. And maybe this is a level 8 for the youth. I've lost count of what bite we're about to get into. But so far, we are sailing with the wind in our sails. Now that I've uncovered some of the noodles here, I'm going to give you another look because you certainly can see there is a lot of chili in here. And yeah, these crispy little guys are very enjoyable. Haven't even touched my drink. Haven't even unsheathed my straw. Not yet. There we go. This there, that's probably the most extreme mouthful I'm going to have had so far. Probably one I'm going to have to report back on. Stay tuned. Reporting back, and haven't even broken a sweat. Not even a slight sniffle. Eyes are getting a little bit watery. I'll admit that. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've been had. I think this whole thing is marketing. And the saddest part is it worked on me. But let's leave the spicy factor aside. Is it tasty? Yes, it is. And now that I don't need my tea in reserve, Teh Tarik is new to me. There's such a coffee culture here in Indonesia. I don't know how anybody gets any sleep. 10 o'clock at night, you will see people pounding coffees, whether it's in actual coffee shops that are still open or just at the Indomaret or the Alphamart. You know what? That sip, watch the playback, that sip has activated the heat. What is going on? Now it's getting real. What happened? Let's do the food science. Sugar, I was going to say sugar, that's not going to do it. Dairy should quell the heat. One thing I've learned before, when eating spicy food with red wine, the tannins in red wine, and tea has tannins in it as well, really ramps things up. I've made a terrible mistake there. Things are still under control, but I'm getting a little bit teary, a little bit sniffly. What was I talking about? Coffee culture. How the hell does anyone get any sleep? Particularly a culture also that then kicks off at 4 o'clock in the morning to start the day before the heat hits. Oh yeah, getting the sniffles now. I was out, some guys at a coffee place in Kota Tabanan at night. As I was walking past, said hi. They said, hey, have a coffee. Me with my Western ways said, dude, I don't drink coffee at this hour. I'll have a juice with you. The place didn't serve juice, and they suggested Teh Tarik. And so as not to be obstructionist, I said, sure, I'll have one of those. Can I have it, hot or cold? And yes, indeed, you can have it hot or cold. Probably traditionally it's hot, but these days, modern times, you can have it cold as well. And I've since learned that Tarik, and don't quote me what language this is. I don't think it's Indonesian, and I think the origins of it are perhaps from the Muslim world. And tarik means pulled, and the pulled refers to, traditionally, the method used was that the tea was made and then poured from cup to cup to, I guess, aerate that, and I guess froth it up a little bit. I don't think that's how it's done these days, but it's so tasty. Hey, we're coming to the end of the show with regards to the spicy noodles. Yes, that tea did ramp it up a little bit, but if you enjoy spicy food, yes, I can definitely recommend these noodles. I've forgotten the name of where I am. I shall put it right there. And I can definitely recommend the noodles. And if you like spice, I can definitely recommend this. But you will be slightly challenged and you will in no way be distressed. Famous last words, don't blame me if it all goes pear-shaped. Walk in the park. Too much food for one video? Nah, they're both completely different. And I guarantee you, at least one of them you have never tried before. And I guarantee you, at least one of them I will never try again. Hey, thanks for hanging out. If you're a subscriber, I will see you again soon. If you're not yet a subscriber, but you enjoyed this video, take a little look at that video, and maybe I'll see you again soon too.